is a proud owner of that. Give us a whistle. Here we go. Yes. That's what it's all about. That's what they come to do. This is an RH-12 Huber from 1903. Tim Luft out of Lancaster is the owner, and the statue is hitching a ride again. You're getting paint all over her back. I can't believe you're doing that. Oh, yeah. Tim, give us a whistle. You got one on there? Blow him off the back. There we go. This big machine here is an A.D. Baker 2175 from 1924 with a counterflow. Jim Stacy out of Wilmington, Ohio, the owner and operator there. Give us a whistle there, Jim. Yes. They had them whistles on there because when it was time for dinner, they would tell Mama to put the beans on, and they'd be in just a little bit. Give them a nice round of applause. The steam engines, ladies and gentlemen. Them folks gotta drive them all the way down here from wherever they're at for you guys to see them. There's a Farmall H from 1947, previously owned by Ethel and Arthur Hagee, and Wayne Hagee out of Hillsboro is the owner, and Wayne doing a fine job out there, going for a cruise. Looking for chicks. This little orchard tractor here is a McCormick Deering 012 from 1935, restored by Rodney Berry, and he is the owner from Sardinia, Ohio. Bill Meisman from New Richmond is up next, the International Farmall Super C from 1952. There's an International Cub IH from 1975. Tim Meisman of Williamsburg is the owner of that fine looking machine. It's an IH-1066 from 1973, folks. Brett Price, the owner, out of West Union, Ohio. Good looking tractor. International 966, made in 1976. John Paul Yates out of West Union said this is his dad's tractor. He was spreading fertilizer with it the day before he passed away, and it'll never be for sale. That's right. John Paul Yates, looking good. Dwayne Yates out of Winchester on an International 460 from 1958. Denise Neal out of Mount Orb on a Farmall IHBN model from 1946. They just made only 1,500 of those tractors, and she has one of them. Dustin Yockey out of Winchester as a Farmall regular from 1930. Was the first place winner of the first restoration competition held by the Ohio Chapter 6 of the Red Power Group, and a member of both the OVAM and Chapter 6. It's a Farmall F12 from 1936. Von Purdy, the owner out of Sardinia. It's a Farmall MTA from 1954, Ernie Butts out of Winchester. Here's a McCormick Farmall Cub from 1953. Folks, that's a 474 vegetable planter on there if you wanted to know. And that's Kevin Paul out of New Knoxville, Ohio. This is a McCormick Farmall Cub from 1950. No, that's not. We're jumping ahead. Here we go. Farmall 560, that's what it is, from 1963. Matt Jones and family out of Flemingsburg, Kentucky, the proud owners of that machine. This is an Oliver 1850 from 1967. Brandon Benton, the owner out of there, Williamsburg area. Brandon doing a fine job. Doug, you're supposed to keep them in order. Here's a Case SC from 1952. Brandon Benton, the owner of that. From Williamsburg as well. What's this guy? Does he think we're baling hay today? He still uses that thing every day. Every day when it's time to hay. This is Wes Scott, his lovely bride, on an IH Farmall 560 from 1960, west side of the Beesburg area. Then we're going to tell you about this international baler. That is a 37, an IH 37, owned by the Scott family as well. Wes, one of the directors here at the OVAM, taking part in the parade. Here's another director. I told you yesterday I'd rather see your girlfriend up there. She's much prettier. The Scott family of Georgetown. Eric Scott doing the driving there on a Farmall C from 1949. Got the two-row cultivators, two-row side dresser. They plowed 50 acres this spring with that tractor, as a matter of fact. Young man driving an IH Farmall B from 1941. Jerry and Tom Kellum, the owners. They've owned it since 1972. And they still use it to this day. There's Mr. Tom Kellum up there. He's on an IH Farmall Super C from 1951. They still use it today. Out of the Georgetown area. Tommy, good to see you. You're looking fine. Jerry Kellum here driving an IH Farmall Super H from 1953. Actually, Bob's driving. Bob drives the ball. It don't matter. Bob knows how to drive everything on this place. Good job, Bob. Tom Kellum also owns this IH Farmall Super MTA from 1954. What's he doing now? Taking a picture. Oh, he's taking their popcorn. Look at that. Thief. Todd Sloan is the proud owner of this IH Farmall 1206 from 1967. And Joni Kellum doing the driving. Just because she looks better than Todd, that's why. Here's a Farmall B from 1946, Paul Nort. Out of the Hamersville area. Doing a fine job with some ride-alongs there. So it's all about, folks, get these young people involved. You see how many young people are out here? That's the future of this show. Brad Carrith out of Hamersville on a Farmall M from 1941. Chrome stack and all. Sounds good there. There's a Farmall regular from 1928, Robert Wiley out of New Richmond, and he rode it all the way up here from New Richmond. A little bit of a rough ride. He's got a sore rear end. He'll be all right. Long drive tomorrow back home. I saw this guy earlier today. He had a smile on his face. Got a smile on his face now. There's Don Sight from Georgetown out there on an IH from 1949. Having a good time. I think Tim's driving this one, an IH M from 1949. Like father, like son. There you go. The statue's doing a better job than you are, Doug.